Who is the person who is a proprietor? What is actually his contribution if you go with it? Total asset minus current liability is capital employed. So debt equity ratio is what? Debt equity ratio is equal to long-term debt divided by shareholders' equity. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the second session of ratio analysis. In this chapter, we're gonna do more of the formulas and then we'll calculate. And here in this chapter, you will definitely get a 15 marks question. So what exactly is today's topic? Now, the last session, I told you about liquidity ratio. In that, we have two types of ratio, that is current ratio, and we have one more that is called as quick ratio. Let me tell you, quick ratio is also called as acid test ratio. Please remember this. What is quick ratio called as? Quick ratio is also known as acid test ratio because that is the fast reaction which happens. And what is the formulas also I have told you in the ACT, that is Abhilash Chandra tricks. Today we'll go with the next formula, that is solvency ratio. Now in the solvency ratio we have three types here, that is one is debt equity ratio, debt to capital employed ratio, and the last one here we have is proprietary ratio. Now these formulas also I'll tell you how to remember, but please do understand, if we remember, we will forget. So I'm telling you, just seeing to it, we can derive the formulas, and that is what I call it as ACT, Abhilash Chandra tricks. So let's understand what is the solvency ratio all about. The first solvency ratio, the first formula here I have given it to you people. Understand here, debt equity ratio. Debt equity ratio. Now when you go with debt equity, what should actually come? Debt is always for what? The long term share. That means equity ratio in the sense long-term debt divided by, now it is all about debt is done. Here we have equity. Now equity, shareholders equity. See, understand the formula. They're asking what? Debt equity ratio. That means you should have something called debt. You should have something called equity. That is what the formula should contain, right? In the numerator, you will be writing the debt. In the denominator, you will be writing the equity. That is how you will remember the formula. Now, long-term debentures or the debt divided by the shareholders equity, if you go with it, that is your formula. Now, I've given here something called the note. Many of the students, they were asking me, sir, how to remember the formulas. I'm telling you, don't remember, understand the formula. Now, debt equity ratio in the sense for the long term, what exactly the ratio would be. Now here, the long-term debt is what? Debenture plus debenture with interest. Say they would have given the question paper 7%, 8%, all those things you are supposed to add. Plus you need to go with the long-term. Whatever is the long-term debentures which we have taken as a company, all those things you are supposed to go with this long-term debt. Second is, sir, what is this shareholder equity if you ask me? Understand the shareholder equity, we have share capital, reserves, profit and loss account, and if you have any kind of a preliminary expenses, you need to subtract that. So those expenses you subtracted. Apart from that, you will have in your question what? The share capital, all the first entry in the liabilities, that is the share capital, in the sense shareholders fund, you have reserves and surplus, all these you are supposed to add. Even profit and loss account is also what? It is the shareholders equity at the last. So this is what you are supposed to remember. The first one is what? Debt equity ratio. So debt equity ratio. Debt will come in the numerator. Next, equity will come in the denominator. What type of debt? Long-term debt. That is what you are supposed to go. Here divided by equity of whom? The shareholders equity or shareholders fund is what you can call that as. Next we have is proprietary ratio. Now proprietor, who is a proprietor? Understand, proprietary ratio. Now here when you go with it, the combination is simple. Shareholder fund divided by, now proprietor in the sense what? The capital employed. Capital employed, or it is also called as the net asset. It is what? Net asset. That means total asset minus current liability. That is what the formula is, net asset. So what is the shareholder fund? The same way. You have equity, you have preference share, you have debenture, you have reserves, you have profit and loss account. All those are what? Shareholder fund. Next is capital employed means what? Total asset minus liability. But what type of a liability? All are current liability. Which one? Current liability. Will not minus total asset minus total liability. Don't do that. That's why I have given a space here. It is only what? Current liability. If you subtract total asset minus total liability, you get 0. So don't do that. It's always what? Total asset minus current liability. The liabilities which we are supposed to pay now, very fast, within 1 year, those liabilities you are supposed to subtract them. That is called capital employed. Capital employed, if you understand these things, it is very easy for you people to remember that. Now, how will you actually remember this? Proprietorship ratio. Proprietor. Who is the person who is a proprietor? What is actually his contribution if you go with it? The shareholders fund divided by the total assets minus current liability. If you go with it, you will get proprietor ratio. Next one, let's go with it. That is, we have debt to capital employed ratio. Debt to capital employed. Now, capital employed we got to know. Now, how to find that debt to capital employed ratio is equal to, again, debt is there. Go for the numerator. Now, capital employed is there. Make it a denominator. See, in the formula itself, we have the answer. What is that? They are asking the question, debt to capital employed. That means what? Say example, suppose mushroom manchuri you have asked in the hotel. Now, will they give you manchuri mushroom? Definitely no. It is mushroom manchuri only, right? Now, if you ask mushroom manchuri, will they give you palak paneer? Definitely no, right? The reason is why what you have asked, they should give you the same. So, understand. Mushroom manchuri. So, what should be in the answer only? Also, mushroom manchuri. So, here, debt is there, all long-term debt. Capital employed is there, that you put it in the denominator. Capital employed. So, this is what the formula of solvency ratio is. So, just a quick recall, what is that we have done for you people? Now, we went with 3 formulas, debt equity ratio. Now, again, mushroom manchuri. So, here also we got what? The mushroom, here manchuri, same, shareholders. Next, proprietor ratio. Now, proprietor is who the person is. How will you calculate his contribution? Shareholder fund divided by capital employed. Capital employed is also called net assets. And how is that you will derive net assets? Net assets is equal to, even capital employed is this, net asset is also these things. So, this is how you people will go with. Next one is what? Debt to capital employed. Now, debt to capital employed means, again, debt long term. Capital employed, total assets minus current liabilities. Now, let's see the problem here. Now, I have taken a problem here. What exactly the problem is? First, we will know that what is that we need to find. Okay. The minute you see the tables here, there are n number of students I have seen. The minute they say the tables and everything, they feel that I shouldn't work on this. This is very difficult. I don't know what is balance sheet. I don't know what is P&L account. I don't know anything. So, let me skip this. Don't do that. I only know 3 formulas. I can actually derive those 3 formulas if they give in the question paper only. Say example, from the following information, calculate debt equity ratio. Now, how will you go with this debt equity ratio? The formula, now, debt equity ratio is equal to, sir, I don't know the formula. If you tell me, I just told you mushroom manchuri, same. Debt is there, put it in the numerator. Debt in the sense what? Long term. Long term debt divided by equity is there. Equity, where it will come? Shareholders fund. So, divided by shareholders fund. Done. This is what the Abhilash Chandra tricks is all about. Done. Let's go with that. Next is proprietor ratio. Sir, proprietor, sir. Shareholder fund is the denominator. In proprietor, what happens? Shareholder will come in the numerator. Now, again, proprietor ratio is equal to, now you go with this, shareholder fund divided by, now proprietor, where exactly he will go? Capital employed. Capital employed. So, what is capital employed? Total assets minus what? Is it total liability or current liability? Current liability. Total asset minus current liability is capital employed. Done. Next is debt to capital employment. Debt to capital employment is equal to. Now again I told you mushroom manchuri, same kind. Debt is there, capital employed is there. Now debt means what? Put it numerator, here put it denominator is equal to. Now numerator long term debt divided by your capital employed. Same way, here also you will go with capital employed. Capital employed. Done. Now what is capital employed? Total asset minus your current liabilities. Done. So we have just got it. See, we don't memorize it. We should never memorize. The more you memorize, you will forget it. It's the same kind of a thing, right? So let's calculate this particulars. Now note number, many times people used to actually go with schedules. Now they have something called note number, just a small column you can draw, no issues. Next, equity and liability, what has happened is we have shareholders fund, share capital, reserves and surplus. Now there are two items which are the shareholders fund. See here, shareholders fund, here we have shareholders fund, here we have, what is that we should do? 4 lakh plus 1 lakh is 5 lakh. So shareholder fund, how much is it? 5 lakh rupees. Done. Now here you will put 5 lakh rupees, here you will put 5 lakh rupees. Done. Next is what? Non-current, that is non-current liabilities. We have long-term borrowing, that is debt. That is your debt. How much is it? 1,50,000. So long-term debt, wherever you have long-term debt, what is that you will put? 1,50,000 you will actually put. So the first formula, debt equity ratio is equal to long-term debt divided by shareholders fund. So how is that I'll go with? Let's see. So debt equity ratio is what? Debt equity ratio is equal to long-term debt divided by shareholders equity. What is that we should do? The note we already have. So let's go with the problem. Debt equity ratio is equal to, now you people should tell me now, debt will come in the numerator. So long term debt divided by, now equity will come here. That means equity in the sense shareholder fund is equal to, now tell me what is the long term debentures here which we have. You see debentures, we have debenture with interest long terms. Now here, which is that? The long term borrowing, the minute the long term borrowing, apart from that anything else is there? No. So we have 1,50,000 as our long term borrowing only. So we'll write here 1,50,000 divided by, now shareholders fund, just check in the question, shareholders fund, here it is, there are two, 1 and 2. How much is it? 4 lakh plus 1 lakh is 5 lakh. So I'll write here how much? 5 lakh. 5 lakh. Done. Is equal to, now take your calci now. Now we have 1,50,000 divided by 5 lakh is equal to 0.3. Now the base is always 1. 0.3 divided by 1 because it is all ratio, isn't it? So we are supposed to represent that as ratio. It is also called as 30%. If you convert into percentage, it is 30%. If you go with the ratios, that is equal to 0.3 is to 1. This is what your debt equity ratio. Done. So I'm done with my first thing. Very easy. This is how you people need to get yourself trained. This is how you people need to go with. See, always have confidence that I can remember as well as I can understand and I can go for it. Let's go with the second one. The second one they have asked is proprietor ratio. How much? Proprietor ratio. Now what is this proprietor ratio? Shareholder fund. So what is the shareholder fund? 5 lakh rupees. Now capital employed or net assets. Net asset means what? Total asset minus current liability. So let's check the formula here. I told you about shareholder fund divided by capital employed. Now example, let's go with the same thing here. Shareholder fund, what all you are supposed to go with, that is equity, preference, debenture, reserves, profit and loss account. So let's check the question here. The question here is what we have. Shareholders fund is that. Shareholder fund means what? I've only told you here. The shareholder fund is share capital and reserve, that is 4 plus 1 is 5 lakh. So we'll write here 5 lakh. So here the question is proprietor ratio. Now we'll write proprietor ratio is equal to, now what is the formula of proprietor ratio? Now proprietor is there, shareholders fund divided by capital employed. What is it? Capital employed, or it is called net assets. Net assets. Done. Now what is that? Shareholders fund is how much? Is equal to 5 lakh is what we have got earlier, divided by, now net sales means what? Net sales, I'll give you here the hint. Net sales is equal to total assets minus current liabilities. So what is your total assets here? Now total assets, if you go with it, here you have your total assets. Please understand, asset side you have total asset is how much? 7 lakh. What is your current liability? Current liability is 50,000. That means your net asset is equal to your total asset minus current liability. So is equal to 7 lakh minus current liability is how much? Yours 50,000. That is 50,000. So here 7 lakh minus 50,000 is how much? That is your 6 lakh 50,000 rupees. So write rupees properly. Done. So I'll write here how much? 6 lakh 50,000. Do we have some other formulas for it? I'll tell you. Capital employed, even we have one more formula. Capital employed is equal to, now understand here, we have something called the shareholder fund, that is 5 lakh, plus the debentures, that is long borrowings. If you go with it, that we call it as same. See, 1,50,000 plus 5 lakh is how much? 6,50,000. Here also we get the same answer. That means here we have SHF plus your borrowings, debenture borrowings. So again the same thing, 6,50,000. So take your calci now. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 50 divided by 65. 50 divided by 65 is equal to 0.76 is equal to 0.76 divided by 1 is equal to 0.76 is to 1. This is our proprietor ratio. Let's go with the next one here. So what exactly the question is asking us? Now all these things are done, proprietor. Now we have what? Debt to capital employed ratio. What is the formula of debt to capital employed ratio? Again, mushroom Manchuri is what you are supposed to go. Debt is that, so long term. Now debt to capital employed divided by capital employed, that is net assets. So we have long term debt divided by capital employed. So long term debt, how exactly we got it? That is the long term debt. Let's go with this. Debt to capital employed ratio is equal to, now we had debt in the sense, this is the numerator. Debt is equal to long term debt divided by capital employed, or it is called net assets. Now long term debt, we know that 1,50,000 divided by capital employed, we have actually calculated net asset is equal to, what is it? Your total asset minus current liability. Total asset was 7 lakh minus 50,000 is 6,50,000. So we'll write here 6,50,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 15 by 65. So we'll write here 15 divided by 65 is equal to 0.23. 0.23 divided by 1. See, the base is always 1. So is equal to 0.23 is to 1. So this is what we are supposed to calculate. Let's go with the next problem. The next problem is a problem for you people, which is a very, very simple problem. I have given all the particulars here itself. Direct answers I have given here. What is that you should do is you need to see the formulas. You need to practice once again and then give me the answers of calculate debt equity ratio and debt to capital employed ratio. Only two you are supposed to do it, and put it in the comment box. And any doubt you have regarding this, please do call me. I'm always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.